402 dispatch to all units. We will be conducting NCO interviews on top of the roof. First come, first serve.
That's only for NA, right?
I'm not answering him on that. Here's the sit. Sit. We need a sit. The chair evil? Wait. Perfect. Someone is stuck on a roof. We need help. Okay. No! I hate that it picks me up. Search and rescue. See how long it takes people to, like, find me.
Mike. 8801, we're attempting to pull over and I think it's going to turn into an active 80 here on South Alta. If I could get additionals.
10-4-8 is going to be rerouting 76 to you.
It's going to be occupied one time. The female, it's a grayish four-door sedan. Or SUV, excuse me.
10-4.
8204 is on scene.
What's the current 20?
Eastbound Carson. Just
10-4.
passing the mall. Going westbound on Davis. Continuing West Davis. She is definitely not pulling over.
10-4.
Do you?
Merging onto Dutch London, possibly?
844 attaches tertiary.
8, I'm going to be running your parallels for this 80.
10-4, we're going Dutch London eastbound. She's trying to wall ride it, and she successfully
NCO,
did.
like, sergeant and corporal.
Oh, she's at the very bottom. The very, very bottom. Right where my tracker is. Currently VCP, I don't know where she went. Oh, we see her. She's going westbound towards Greenwich. Still heading towards Greenwich.
No, it's technically non-commissioned
I
officer.
don't know if she went south or north on Greenwich.
Is technically the term.
It was a gray
Not commissioned in the sense of commissioners, but
Yeah, just like a gray four-door SUV. Occupied one time, it's female. I think she had like white hair, maybe.
She must be headed back towards the airport. She is not on Greenwich, towards the city.
10-4. Currently on Autopia Parkway right now.
it's basically stating that you're not a career, well, I don't want to say career officer. Basically, typically leadership positions like lieutenants and stuff like that, people are brought into, but traditionally in the military,
I'm going to be on Greenwich Parkway, so code 6,
an
heading towards the
enlisted
airport
service
now.
member who's been promoted to leadership position.
8204 is going to be code 16, the airport.
I'm going to be heading towards the water side just to see if I can see anything over here.
I'm gonna stay on Dutch London and just see if she pops up anywhere.
Yeah.
don't find her in like 2 minutes, you can UTL code 4.
10-4. Currently all the way down at the airport.
If
not
nobody
spotted
shows
the
up in
target
the next
vehicle.
10 minutes,
Still VCB.
they're gonna have to find me in the field.
The entire south side of the airport is going to be code 4.
Alright, we can call it
Oh,
code 4 UTL.
hold on, stand by, stand by. I actually did find the vehicle over here. It's going to be abandoned just on New Empire Way. Vehicle's still currently turned on. Do not see the individual. Possibly inside of the parking lot. Heading northbound, possibly. I'm going to stay with the vehicle and just document it real quick if you guys want to go ahead and start code 6ing even closer.
And 4, we're searching the parking lot now.
10-4. Vehicle looks like it's going to be code 4.
There'll be a second
Nothing
set of
inside
interviews.
the vehicle as
Yeah,
well.
the interviews will happen all week. This is just a section. I try to carve out time for the interviews instead of just being like, hey, grab me, hey, grab me, hey, grab me.
I hear a car alarm going off closer to the airport. Like just south.
That way I can actually have time committed to roleplay.
Train station parking lot code 4. I'll move further southward.
10-4.
Tinker would be the first one.
Hey, Cap, how are you?
Alright, vehicle has been
Howdy.
documented for tow. Just
Howdy.
waiting for the tow truck drivers
How's
to
your day going?
escort it.
10-4, thank you.
No problem.
It's going, just getting started.
Oh yeah, someone told me you're doing interviews for NCO.
That is correct, and NCO interviews are open.
There's a vehicle over here.
What are you aiding on?
About males. Said it was a
Ardetto's
primarily a female
Ratchet.
suspect. It was one sounds like by correct.
What is that?
Correct.
I know
Never
what
had
rye is,
Ardetto's?
so no, I've never had that. What is that?
I'm sure you've had it at some point. It's like Ardetto's mix, but it's just basically just a rye chips.
No, I don't
I'm
think
just
I've
gonna
ever
check
had that.
by Opium Nights over here, just by the
I'm a big
corner.
bag.
Gonna be code 4.
Not
over
really a
here as
big
well.
I like food, you know.
Basically, it's the best part in a mix of like random like chips and snack foods.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then they started just selling them on their own because they were so popular.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Basically, I have a whole bag of that.
Nice.
Gonna be
So, what are you looking for at an NCO? Like, what position is this specifically? Like, sergeant, corporal? What is it specifically?
Supposedly taking photo shoots.
Well, specifically just NCO. We go through the
Just
interview,
in
and if we
general.
feel like we're ready to place them
I see.
somewhere, they would be either.
Right on.
So is he gonna? So are you gonna interview, or are you just here to sit and
Yeah,
chill?
I mean, either one. I don't know yet. You know, like I'm committed. You know, ever since my accident
There is
a
a
year
poss-
ago.
There is a possibility that the person
an
may
accident
have
a year ago?
bled into
Yeah,
the
last year in
subway
an accident, I
system
hit my head really hard.
Ooh.
and is probably waiting down there. Could be a possibility.
Apparently, a lot of people say pretty aggro.
Officer, do you want me to go ahead and document the vehicle? And
A bunch of people are saying I'm real nice. Doesn't make sense to me. All right, whatever.
No, I'm not really worried about it. It's just like a simple traffic stop fleeing, and if we don't find her, we don't find her. I don't even know what exactly she looks like other than the white hair, so.
10-4. Subway system is to our south.
You okay?
Maybe a possibility, and maybe a good look through.
Oh, yeah,
I
just
could
snacking and
double
listening.
check real quick.
Oh, okay.
Up
Now you make me want to get some chips.
It was necessary. I haven't eaten anything yet.
Well, I'll go investigate real quick.
I had chicken nuggets for lunch. It made me hella tired. Made me a little sleepy.
Oh, you got the itis?
What is that? Itis?
Never heard the itis?
No, what is that?
It's
We don't
what you
find
get when
anything
you
in subways. We
eat
can
something and then you
before
start feeling
feel,
sleepy.
unless the car alarm goes off
Oh,
in
it's
the
because like
area.
all your blood goes to your stomach or whatever, right? Because if
Mhm.
you haven't eaten all day, yeah, I think that's what it is.
By dispatch,
I had
an
a
officer
big ass
for
thing of coffee
Crawford.
today.
Oh, 10-4, 10-4.
And when I ate that,
Decrypt.
man,
What kind of coffee?
Alright.
I'm just dunking up here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
A big large coffee. I had some powder energy drink yesterday, and that shit made me crash.
Oh my God.
And I'm pretty sure it fucked with my like. I don't know. I was like
station
super irritable,
itself,
so that's not
Don't
good.
see any RPOI down here, so.
Ever happened to you before?
Have ever what?
After you drank a certain like product, you get super irritable for no reason.
Yeah, it's a caffeine crash. It's a sugar crash.
Yeah, it made me like not want to deal with anything.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a.
Captain Man, what's your
What were you
request
saying?
there? Sasa.
It's a what?
Just have a little talk
Sorry, I
here.
was listening to radio for a second.
Oh, I'm off radio.
Say again?
Okay. Let me, oh, Lane is back. Let me see if I can call
Could
him. to be
I meet
honest.
you at your 20, please? Yeah, I'm grabbing food.
Hello?
I'm starting up the NCO interviews if you want to sit up here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm grabbing food down at the south side right now.
Okay. We will be on the roof. I'm sending everybody to the roof of the PD.
Okay.
I got Tinker here.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll wait till you come here.
Okay, I'll be there in a minute. Let me grab this food.
Okay.
You need any?
Yeah, actually, could you pick me up something? I'll pay you back.
Oh, me too. Me
Okay.
too, please. Me too.
Tinker too. Tinker's hungry too.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Alright, he's grabbing his food.
Let's see. Fuck it. I'll interview for it. I'm kind of like in that position to where I just like doing my job, you know. But I'm definitely fully committed. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if I was given a position, I would definitely not. Not be a dumbass.
Yeah, that's a very big thing is,
If that makes sense.
any NCOs, they would actually
Yeah.
have to know when that line to step in when it gets too much.
Yeah. Yeah. The only problem that I think I might have is some people do remember me, and they were saying like some stuff to me, and I'm like, I don't remember that. You know what I'm saying? Or no?
You might as well be speaking Spanish to me.
Habla español, poquito.
Enough to get by.
Necesita. Oh, okay. That's
I literally only know enough to get by and to find the bathroom and order. That's
Oh,
pretty
so-
much it. And then if I have context of the conversation, I can kind of understand, but
yeah.
pick out a word here or there.
I do feel like I like know a lot of stuff, but when I'm put on the spot in interviews, I tank it. It's so weird. Like I could know everything, you know what I'm saying? I'll know how to do it out there in the streets, but if someone sits there and asks me, my mind just draws blank. I don't know. I'm just like that during tests, you know?
Yeah, some people don't test well.
I've never have. Even graduating was tough for me. Well, I had really severe ADHD, so that's probably it too.
I do really well under pressure, so tests are fine for me. Because, like, that's when I lock in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was actually, I ended up taking, because I wanted to speed up my graduation a little bit. So they offered summer courses, but basically you would learn everything you needed to learn in the semester that you would pick. So literally 5 days a week, we would have an assignment every single night. I had to take a philosophy course. We had to write a minimum 500-word essay every single day on the topic that we discussed. And every morning I would wait till the morning and I would write it just before I went in. And every single time I got a 90 or above.
You see, comparing to that, I do really well under pressure, just action, not tests. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I perform very, very well under pressure. Some of my most memorable moments were during like under pressure, like sports or like reading and writing is really like I could do essay easy, but if you get me in like
thank you for the tip, butter.
Oh fuck no.
Oh, when they started throwing letters into that shit, God help us all.
Hell no. Oh, I'm over it.
Help us all. That's when I checked out.
Yeah. I was like, I did really good in biology, history, science. I was really big into science. At one point, I wanted to be a marine biologist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I realized they didn't really get paid. It was more of like...
You can come on over, Dex. We're just waiting for Captain Lane to show up before we start.
We're just chilling,
I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're just hanging out, man. Yeah, so like I was like, oh, I want to do that, and then I was like, oh, I want to be a cop, and I was like, oh, I want to do it. I want to be an actor. And I realized I did really good in like acting classes and improv and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to school for like under pressure, right? I was like, fuck it. I did improv school. You ever get a chance? It's pretty sick.
Oh, I've taken a class because I had to get a theater credit on top of everything. So I was just
theater
like,
was my favorite.
Yeah, it was my absolute
I loved
favorite.
it. Yeah. I believe it or not, it was my biggest thing, and that's why I went to improv school after that. I didn't go to college. I went straight to improv school in Los Santos. Vinewood, actually. In Vinewood. Believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. It was expensive too. But and then I did acting school as well. I did acting school as well. So.
Okay.
That's really cool though, Tinka. That's really cool.
Yeah, so it's just something I was always passionate about. And then you know. Oh, but yeah, anyway, we're getting off topic because we're just sharing each other's like interests and stuff and likes, but yeah, I do pretty well under pressure, but mainly in like sports or like high stress situations of me having to physically do something. Does that make sense? Like for instance, if we have a bank robbery, I'm not going to second guess what I need to do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if there's like an important role and you're like, well, what does this mean? I'm like, oh, blank. But if it's in a calm setting and you randomly ask me, I'll get it right. My mind's weird, so.
Yeah, it pressures itself where it doesn't need.
Yeah. But I mean, I was born with like really, really like high levels of ADHD. Like there's two types. I have like the second type of ADHD where my mind will randomly like, I'll be sitting here, we'll have a conversation, and then I'll take it off to completely somewhere else.
Yeah, I like to call it, oh my God, billboards. Call it billboarding. Because, like, if you go down, like, a long stretch of highway, if you go on a road trip, you know, you'll see a billboard every now and again. And you think and stop about that billboard, and you're like, oh, gee, a McDonald's billboard, you know? I would really love some Mickey D's. And then you remember that, you know, maybe you and your friends went to Mickey D's that one time, and then that spirals into another. Yeah.
That, it's a real thing I've always had problems with. And then that led into, like, tests to where, like, it really did. Like, I still graduated, but that was rough. Like
you know the stuff, it's just you gotta filter through the trees first to get to it.
I remember my teachers had me go do laps because when I was younger it was so bad. As I got older I learned to contain it, but it still comes out occasionally, right? You'll probably hear me occasionally randomly like talk over somebody before they finish. It's not intentional, just one of those things I have sometimes, you know, but I've learned to contain it.
Yeah, I check myself on it too. I'll start it and I'll be like, wait, nope, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, some people don't like understand it. They think like sometimes I'm intentionally just doing something, but
Give me
it's an
one
actual
second.
like.
I'll be
oh,
back.
yeah.
Getting
All
requested.
right, sounds good.
Elaine should be here soon.
I do the same thing.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead and up there. They're waiting by the bonfire. We're just waiting on Captain Line.
all right.
Ooh. Howdy, Captain Leann Cassidy. I was being paged.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I paged you because I left my glasses down there, and I thought you were the officer that handled my cell rep, but I don't think you are. I called the wrong person.
what's your
Sorry
name?
about that. My name's Lex Kinetic.
Okay, do you know who you represented? Because I might be able to track them down.
Yeah, I represented, I think his name was Snow?
Yes,
Yeah,
no.
I can get you the case if you want.
Yeah, what's the case?
Yeah, it's S. Gray. The case is 275. Smith is primary officer,
Okay.
8130.
Okay, Smith, and then who processed?
No, the guy who processed
Oh, was
wasn't,
it-
but here she is. I just called her back. I'm sorry
Oh,
I
perfect.
even bothered the front desk.
It's okay, no problem.
Hi,
did
Lex.
you
Oh, wait. Did you
Hi.
want to check back there? Because I didn't see anything.
Oh yeah, I'll go check.
Come on back.
Yeah, I like the rooftop. I'm gonna use the rooftop for all my meetings now.
Welcome back.
What's going on?
No, I was just being paid.
Oh.
That was all.
You scared the shit out of me. I didn't see either. Oh, you're all good.
Yeah, I'm sneaky.
Dispatch, be
Hell
advised,
yeah.
OPD front entrance currently has a landmine on the road. It's hopefully tow truck driver is going to
We were just talking about how beautiful this place is up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very
You know
nice.
what this reminds me of? This balcony specifically in the fire pit. There's this place.
Do you mean a motorbike or an actual
Yeah, yes.
landmine?
yeah,
um,
no, actual motor.
And what?
Out in the 1-star state,
Okay.
and there's this building I used to have lunch on all the time, looking out over the city. Reminds me of that. But there was a pole like on the left here, and it would drop off the edge, called the infinity pool.
Wow.
Yeah.
You ever walk on it?
No, what the hell? I'm not trying to die. What the fuck?
No, I didn't know if you were a thrill seeker or not. Some people are.
No.
Okay, understood.
No, I mean,
My
I am a
vertigo
thrill
would
seeker,
activate.
but
I'd start getting wibbly and wobbly. If that was the
yeah,
case.
see, that's me on boats though. Not when I'm in the heights.
See, I thought I would have it bad with boats because I get motion sickness in cars sometimes, especially like if I look at my phone or something like
Yeah.
that. But boats, actually, turns out I'm fine with.
See, ships. Mine's like I can get on a yacht, right, and I'll be fine. But if I get on like a giant like resort ship, I get sick. Weird, right?
Really? Yeah, that it
Interesting.
seems like that would be more
Yeah.
stable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But no, like I was in there and I was just having dinner and then I was fine. Then I look out the window, boom. I think it's a mental thing. Because your
That's-
mind's super
mhm.
powerful, right? Your mind starts to like click in and be like, oh, you're moving. I don't know. I sound
No,
dumb as fuck
100%.
right now explaining that, but whatever.
No, I'm the same way with needles. Everything I'm fine with. Blood, everything. Needle. Something about needles. I hate.
Oh, I don't mind. They can do a shot on me. I can look at it, draw blood. I mean, I've had surgeries where they would just numb it slightly and then
Done for
they'd
all
stitch my
76 as
skull while I'm awake still.
What's
Yeah,
the
my
situation
God,
down there?
ain't no way for me. I can't do needles.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
only thing. Only thing.
Some
Throw
very
up, blood, all that
suspicious
doesn't
activity
bother
from
me.
an
But
individual there.
something about a
Needles?
needle. Yeah, something
Probably
about
something
that
about your
needle. I
past
don't know.
life, man. You probably got stabbed in a
Maybe.
past life or something.
Yeah, you know that? You ain't right. What,
broke
Kama
and
Sutra or something? Yeah,
broken.
something like that. Yeah.
What about you, Cap?
Hmm.
You got any phobias?
It's show me responded.
Phobias?
Yeah.
Hey, step it up, Code 2. There's a lot of people there around him. We had to leave.
Deep water.
Really? Deep
Yeah, water
water
that I can't see. Yeah.
Oh,
If I
so you
don't-
think of like the monsters under the ocean or something.
Yeah,
you know?
just
Eat
I
you.
just my heart sinks thinking about it. As long as I see the ground, I'm fine. But if there's like a drop off, like those diving videos where they just free dive off the fucking shelf, no,
so
thank
insanely
you.
dope.
No,
Yeah.
thank you.
And they're like, there's a place called South Lake Tahoe. You ever heard of it?
No.
Can't say I have, no.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh, you can still explain. I'm still
Show
interested.
me on scene.
Well, there's a place called Emerald Bay, and it's super deep, but it's like a lake. It's a very, very deep lake. And we used to cliff dive off there.
Done for
And you'd have to throw like a rock to break the water.
Oh my
It'd be
God.
like,
Yeah, because it was
50,
that high up. Because
50,
it's like hitting
60 feet.
concrete. Yeah.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
so we'd have to, my buddy would throw like a, not like an average size rock, like the size of your hand and break the water. And then you would like jump like 10 seconds later. Cause you gotta wait for the rock to, sink a little bit. Otherwise you'd be landing on that shit. But
That'd
yeah,
be
no,
bad.
it's beautiful though. Yeah, we used to do that often.
That sounds,
I don't know. I don't
I
mind.
mean,
I
I,
don't
wouldn't
mind
do
that
it,
stuff.
but that's cool. That
I mean,
is
like
really
jumping in the
cool,
water's
actually.
one thing, but as long as I can like see stuff underneath, it's fine, right?
Oh yeah. I don't
As
really
long as
think
there's
about
something
that.
to look
That
at.
stuff- Yeah, that stuff
Mhm.
doesn't really bother me. I get you though. I get you.
Finally done.
All right.
Welcome in, sir.
Hey, what's up, Cap? You still dealing with that lean stuff or what?
No. Also, y'all each owe me about $750.
Is that how much it
Holy
was?
shit.
Oh, okay.
man.
Yeah.
How much food
Shit
did you
was
buy?
like, well, I bought 3 meals, but it was $2,500.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
They weren't playing when they said
got
it
one
was
burger? It's one
food
burger
inflation.
each?
No. I got there's no bag, so I got to give it to you individually.
Oh,
They,
alright.
they said it's
What's
like
your-
for every
I don't have your number, so I
food you
can't
eat,
send you
it's
any
like
money.
3 drinks to make it one meal.
My state ID or my bank account?
Oh,
Oh,
I
you can
just sent
send
it
it
to
through
his
text.
phone. Yeah, I sent it to his phone.
Hey, can you share your contact real quick so I can just send it to you?
Done for. It's a search sheet, man. I just found a
There you
screwdriver. I didn't
go.
find anything else.
How much is it I owe you? $800?
So maybe
Yeah,
I
that'll
swap
work.
his keys.
Normally I wouldn't care, but
Kinda like,
this
break
economy
into
is rough.
a vehicle,
Oh, you
or-
gave me 9. Did you mean to
Yeah,
give me
that's-
9?
yeah,
keys?
th-
Oh,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
that's
They
good.
gave
It
me
looks like he had a blow
9
torch or
drinks
something, but he didn't
apiece,
have a blow torch
and
on him. Oh.
like
Yeah, it's
they only gave me
it's-
9 burgers. So,
so each burger it takes 3 drinks to be full. Basically, is what they were saying.
Oh, I see.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
slamming back
Well,
sodas.
that's fine.
my
Here's
God.
$800.
So
There you
what
go.
happened?
Diet or
how many burgers y'all got? I only got 2
Let me
left. So
see.
There is another
Uh,
restaurant
you
what
can
about
make
you?
on the second floor.
Yeah,
How
I
many
have
did you
3
get?
burgers and I have 9 Cokes.
okay, all right. I got
Yeah, should
2,
we
but
go
I got
right?
I got some rations. So I'm okay. How many
No,
how many
no,
how many sodas you got? No, I'm
I
good.
got-
I got
I
rations.
got
All
9.
the food is kind of expensive.
Okay, then you're
because of
good.
the
Yeah, we're
cost
good. We're
that
good.
it
All
takes
right,
We're all
to
square.
get
All
stuff
right.
together.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Alright.
sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Appreciate
Do
it.
they
Well,
need
Dash
cash
Lane
or
at your
is it
service.
card?
Thank you. Yeah, Thinker was
Hey.
first.
They take both from what I
Dex
know.
was second,
I think
and then
you transferred
Thinker
them
Romano
over
came in
to
after
like a-
Dex, but she's dealing with something downstairs anyway, so it's gonna be second.
You coming to the interview as well, sir?
I haven't decided.
If
You
y'all
wanna
could
stand right
step
here?
out range, that'd be great.
Of course.
By the way, everyone on radio, you should put your phone number on your profile so it's easy to call you.
Interesting.
Actually, yeah, I could
Had to
just do
get off
that. Why
radio.
didn't I do
What
that?
is going on?
Do what?
I would just turn off my radio.
Would you go to another tack?
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
they were talking, so I kept hearing it. So just turn off the radio if we need to turn off the radio.
All right.
let us begin.
So at the beginning, you stated that you weren't entirely sure if you wanted to interview. What changed your mind in the moment we were talking?
I think just indecisive on readiness. Everything happens for a reason, kind of deal. And I was like, you know what? I think this is meant to happen. We have the interview, so that's why I did it. I wasn't even aware.
Y'all want to go
until
wait by
someone told
Dex?
me.
They're just around the corner.
Oh, yep, got you.
So that's what it was. I just said, you know what? Rip the Band-Aid off. Show my interest. So say nothing comes of this. You guys already know I'm interested.
Sorry, I had
And
to
say
sit on my knee.
hypothetically, you guys don't think I'm ready for it. Maybe some down the future, you know that I've already put forth effort, and then you guys can decide when I'm ready. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. What do you think an NCO should encompass?
First and foremost, the understanding of process. There's somebody that the officers can come to rely on. Understanding a situation for observation of when mistakes are being made and or when they're not being made, and observing the officers that are doing incredible jobs. So not only disciplinary, but also to provide morale and encouragement between the rank and structure.
Line?
Hmm?
You have any
Um,
questions,
um,
Captain?
Yeah, I'm just
What are you eating?
this hamburger.
Fried
I'm so
shrimps?
hungry. I'm so hungry. Oh. Okay. I'll give you a hypothetical. All right. You get called for a supervisor. You're the supervisor. You show up on scene.
A hot dog.
There's an individual. Their car has a massive dent in the driver's side, and they claim they were struck by an officer. Okay. The officer, there's two of them, are standing off to the side while you're talking to him. He said that the officer told him he didn't see his car and he ran into him on accident. Okay. You go over and talk to the officer that was driving and ask him what happened. The officer tells you, I did that shit on purpose because it would be funny, but I'm not even gonna, yeah, I did that shit on purpose. What do you do?
I correct that immediately. If he's intentionally hitting individuals out there, they should not be fit for the PD. I'm sorry. We're in a position right now that's very fragile, and we don't need that type of behavior on the force. I would set him aside, finish out the situation. I would communicate with the other NCOs. More than likely, leaning towards that's a behavior issue. Honestly, I'd get it out of the PD. I'd probably end up firing him. More than likely after conversation with NCO. I'm sorry, that type of behavior, regardless of what anybody thinks, is unacceptable. If you're out there hitting civilians because you think it's funny, and just because you're a cop, we're all replaceable. I don't like that kind of behavior. I'd probably end up firing him. But after, obviously, a conversation with NCOs, and then we make that as final decision. So, and finish out the situation, send him to PD, wait, have a conversation with other NCOs while he's waiting, and then probably end up terming him.
Okay. Captain Cassidy tells one of your fellow NCOs to go strike an officer who missed a arrest warrant on someone when they processed them. Okay. She gives them all the correct details, everything they need to know, exactly what happened, and tells them, hey, this individual not necessarily needs to be struck, but needs to be talked to. Now, you overhear this NCO talking to this officer, and the first thing they say is, hey, man, I don't really want to do this, but Captain told me I had to come do this, so I got to put it on your disciplinary report. What do you do?
I'd ask for a word with the NCO, and I'd correct it mutually. If he can't handle his position, I will bring it up to the next chain of command. Unacceptable. what you're doing is you're I don't know. That's just super immature. You shouldn't be doing why are you an NCO if you're going to do that? I mean, that just sounds like you're trying to be. That's not good. I would handle it correctly. I would talk to them, tell them about their behavior, and then follow chain of command probably, and more than likely talk about what he did. Because if he's doing it then, how many times has he done it prior? And is he going to continue? That's another behavioral issue. He doesn't need to be an NCO. It's your job. You're going out of your way to interview for that position. You should be held with your head up high to handle that situation with not only courage and pride, but with the utmost respect to your high-ranked officers.
I think the word you're looking for is undermining.
There you go. Definitely undermining 100%.
I'm gonna throw it back to you, Captain Cassidy.
Do you believe everybody is coachable?
I believe most are coachable. There's some small few that are not. There's something they say, right? Is that there's this few individuals that you continue to give chance after chance after chance. And you've done everything that you possibly can, but in your mind, you're still thinking, maybe there's something we can do. It's where you continue to do the same thing, but expecting a different thing to happen. And that's insanity. There's a small percent that are not coachable.
Why do you want to be an NCO? Are you doing NCO or FGO? Which one are you looking for?
NCO, not FTO.
Okay. Why do you want to be an NCO?
You know what? I want to be an NCO because the image of the PD starts with us. And although I may know a lot of things, I feel like I can help mold that culture. I feel like I can help mold and shape as well as build within this police department. And I feel like I can do what you're requesting of NCOs to do. I've been an NCO in the past, and in my personal opinion, I thrive. And I feel that I can be the tool that you need to help lift some of the burdens that you guys have within the police department. Instead of being an issue, I feel like I can help resolve issues. And I feel like it'd be a good position for me to help grow within the force and slowly but surely retire in 40 years from now.
If you could pick 3 traits that all NCOs should have, what would they be?
Honor, commitment, integrity.
I was going to say conviction.
Conviction works.
How would you balance being approachable with still maintaining authority?
I've been told I used to talk a lot, but most of the time you need to listen. That's what I would do. I would listen more, seek to understand. Usually if you give somebody a shoulder, they'll speak. It's kind of that thing of being like a manager, right? you don't just go out there and start pointing fingers and tell people to do things. You do it alongside with them, right? You work along next to them. If they're telling you, oh, hey, this is how this is done, kind of see what they're doing instead of being defensive. I would just listen to them. I'd be approachable.
Well, that's exactly what a corporal and sergeant is supposed to be as a field leader.
Yeah.
They're supposed to take charge out in the field and be approachable, but yet at the same time, oh shit, corporal's over there. You know what I mean? Better lock in, do what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So we have to have a good balance between the two. So you need that conviction, but you also need to be approachable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Got any other questions for him? Captain Cassidy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to phrase it.
Oh, okay.
What leadership qualities do you think that you would bring that others might not?
That's a good question. I don't know much about what others can bring. I know what I can bring, and that is non-bias, no judgment, truthfulness. If mistakes are made, I'm very straightforward about things I have done. I'm very straightforward. I don't really beat around the bush. If that's what you're speaking of. But if you're talking about knowledge and experience, I definitely bring 6 years of that. Probably longer.
Okay. Captain?
I have no further questions.
Yeah, I think I'm good too.
Alrighty.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you. All right, thank you guys. You want to bring somebody else over here, or?
Yeah, just tap someone on the shoulders. Dax, I think, was first
Gotcha,
after.
bring him over here.
Holy shit.
You got a big line.
Yeah, I just looked to our left.
Should we take them 2 and 2?
Yo, Dax.
I mean, if we want to speed run it, but at the same time, I think
I don't want to
having
speed
both
run it,
of
but I
our-
also don't want to be here for 4 hours.
Oh, I mean, I think that was the perfect amount of questions, honestly.
Wait, who do you guys want next? Dax is busy.
Oh, Dax is busy. I think Romano came after.
Romano?
All right, they want Romano. Okay. Yeah, they want you, Romano.
I think we should get both of our perspectives on each person, you know? Why not do it together? Because at that point, we're just adding more.
How we doing, captains?
Howdy.
Hello.
Before we get started, Captain Lane, I have to confess.
What?
I may have beat the shit out of a ranger in the cells, but only
Captain
because,
Cassidy.
sir, he started and hit me first.
If you could just spread the word, if the south side could get a little a unit to patrol, that south side hammerer seems like he's putting in some good work. There's multiple victims. He wears all black sweatshirt, black pants, black boots, black balaclava mask.
Okay.
wanted to let you know the description so you could let them know if you got somebody that likes to hang around the south side.
Okay, I'll probably get a patrol unit down there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I gotta finish these interviews. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing all right. Just out meeting some folks, talking to people. Apparently, there's a neighborhood watch down the south side.
Oh.
You know that? They tried to sell me cigarettes, motherfuckers. You believe that?
Okay, I gotta go.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. He did, yeah.
Get the shit out of a ranger?
He told me to hurry. Oh, I did, yeah. He deserved it, man. He hit me first.
Yeah, you don't need to be up here. You can go back 10-8.
Yeah, I also disciplined him recently, so.
You don't need to be up here. I mean, you don't need to wait in line and waste your time. Why don't you hurry up and get back out on shift?
Actually, tell him to patrol the south side. The south side hammer is active right now.
You're right. You're right. It's your right to interview? Who the fuck told you that? Not anymore, you're not. You got a disciplinary record. Yep, you got a disciplinary record, and you said to hurry this shit up.
Damn.
I don't understand what's so funny about this. Nope. Yeah, you got time to get on the road because you ain't getting interviewed. All right, let's begin.
I'll side him to the south side. We need a patrol unit there. The south side hammer is hammering people. Give me a second. Prince. I need you to patrol the south side for the next hour. South side hammer is active, wearing all black and a balaclava. You want to get down there right now? That'd be great.
That's just like that, huh? That's just like, ain't nothing really changed, does it, boys? Everything changes and nothing at all.
You want to keep bitching? I can produce you to cadet, and then you can be trained back up if you want.
I'm the type of bitch, Captain.
Well.
All right. Where were we?
I think an NCO interview. I'm pretty sure.
Why do you want to be an NCO?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Leadership is something that I'm always and have always been good at. I like growing people. I like growing departments, and I like doing what I can to make sure shit runs smoothly.
You like growing people?
Yeah, like helping them grow into roles or ranks or just into better officers.
You got a garden?
No, I don't have a green thumb, unfortunately. I suck with plants, but I'm great with people.
I had a garden once.
Did you?
Yeah,
like
they all died in the
vegetables
winter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does happen.
Broke my heart.
What kind of vegetables were you growing?
I raised them. Jalapenos and peppers.
Oh yeah, they're not very good with the frost.
Yeah. I wouldn't know that, but I'm sure.
When was your most recent drug test?
It's been a little while for sure.
Radio check.
Probably not long before I got hired.
Radio check.
10-2.
No, month or something.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get you another one of those.
Anybody have the
Sure,
SUV
sure.
with 820 on the roof?
So, just out of curiosity, what are we looking for on these drug tests?
Yes.
Like illegal
It's running
drugs?
too last, it was parked. Thank you.
It screens for all possible inconsistencies not found in the
8992,
natural human body.
10-4. All right. Perfect.
It goes over the counter,
All to dispatch, we
prescription,
get increased patrols in
marijuana,
Southside. Southside hammer
cocaine,
is active currently.
lean, and anything.
I did have a beggar come up to me
Last
on the
seen
steps
outfit
of
is all black
OPD
with
and
a
ask for
black
lean earlier.
balaclava.
Yeah. Okay. Let's say, what's your the best strengths you got? 3 of them for being an NCO. Yours personally. What would you bring?
My backbone, my voice. I'm pretty stern when I need to be. But I also have empathy and can be softer if need be, if the situation calls for it. My second one, let's see. Definitely my leadership in general. Like my scene leadership specifically. I'm very good at that. I've since the department has opened up, I've been out there numerous times trying to get people in order, and to be honest with you, we need some work. It's a lot of people standing around waiting to be told what to do, so hopefully get the NCO started will help with that. My third one, I'd like to say it's my bubbly and bright personality, sir. I can make people very comfortable to talk to me. I'd say I'm approachable.
Okay.
If you'd ask Sonny, it'd be my pulse and my fat ass.
Make sure you underline the fat ass part.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mess. Yeah, I think that's
okay.
That's accurate.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you the same one I asked him. Captain Cassidy snatches up Corporal, says, "Hey, go over there. Sonny was bitching on scene. I need you to talk to him and potentially give him a strike, discipline him, whatever." And the corporal says, "Yes, ma'am. I'm on it." That corporal pulls Sonny into a room, and you overhear the conversation. The corporal says, "Hey, Sonny, what's up, man? Captain wasn't too happy about that. I got to do something about it." And the conversation goes like that. What do you do?
Okay, so I could do this one of two ways. What my gut would tell me to do, which I probably wouldn't do immediately, was probably walk in and interrupt the conversation and take it from there. But I don't want to necessarily undermine the corporal in front of an officer that they're reprimanding. So I probably
by the way,
wouldn't do that.
you're also a corporal at this time.
Oh, okay. All right. Then I'd probably slide into the conversation and find a moment where I can also join in and maybe make it a little bit of a different conversation, a little more stern, and handle it differently. But afterwards, I would probably talk to the corporal about it and about their approach. And if I needed to, I would take it up to a sergeant.
Probably?
That would be my first step, sir, yes.
You said probably?
Yeah, it just depends on the context. Like if this corporal is, you know, the type of person that I know can handle that, you know, like handle that feedback from somebody who's same rank as them, I would do it for sure. But if it was somebody that I knew couldn't, to avoid that conflict, I would just take it up to a sergeant.
Okay.
What leadership qualities do you think that you bring that others might not?
From what I've seen so far, I think the backbone and the ability to say what needs to be said when it has to be said. I think...
Who doesn't have a backbone?
Well, from what I've seen on scene, sir, there's a lot of people that are afraid to speak up when they should and take over or, you know, show some sort of leadership in the moment. There's a lot of people afraid to do
which ones?
that. Paul Forster, for example.
He's a pussy.
A little bit. Sorry, yes.
That's what you're saying?
Great
Okay.
officer. Great officer. But he's a little
Is he
quiet.
over there?
He's a little timid. I don't think so.
No, he's not. Okay.
No, he wanted to interview for FTO.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
he's a
good.
great officer, for sure.
He can teach people like a very nice teacher. I like that. Hey, so you saying you got that dog in you, huh?
I do have that fucking dog in me, sir. Pardon my French.
Now, I got a question, okay? And this has no bearing with anything to do with anything.
Sure.
But this is an important question. So, let's say, hypothetically, you get promoted to corporal. Are you going to do that for about 25 to 30 days approximately and then disappear?
No, sir. No. So not long ago, I made a promise to someone, and I intend to uphold their promise.
Is it your lover? Who is it?
No, not my lover, sir. More of like a role model that I had.
That's honestly, that sounded like something that, like, that just almost sounded like a trauma dump you was about to start on me.
Role model / coworker. Made a promise to her, and I intend to keep that.
I have a call really quick.
Okay.
Hello.
That dude's been sitting over there this entire time.
Oh, the beard guy over there?
Yeah, the beard guy. Yeah, the beard guy.
Yeah, he's very excited. I think he's got a background that might fit well for NCOs.
Okay.
He was talking some good stuff over there about what he would do in the role. You know, just making sure everything's kind of uniform when it comes to like disciplinaries and stuff like that. Definitely agree with what he's got to say.
Okay.
How long have you been an officer, ma'am?
Me, an officer?
Yeah.
Well, you know, originally I didn't want to be an officer, but I was actually gonna be helping out with the farm. I was going to college for agricultural and animal sciences and stuff like that. So things to help out the land.
Wow,
And then,
so you do know about plant growing.
Oh, yeah, well, not necessarily plant growing. It was more so the livestock side of things. Livestock sciences and animal behavior, things like that. I was into barrel racing in the rodeo growing up.
Barrel racing?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that on TV. That looks intense.
Oh, it's quite intense. It gets crazy. But no, it was actually my brother who inspired me to become an officer. And then I signed up for the academy in 19, and here I am 7 years later.
Well, shit. Kind of just fell into it then.
Yeah, really did. And then, you know, it just kind of, I like it because it gives me purpose. Makes me feel like I wake up in the morning and I got something to do and a reason to be here, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, my old ass is 30 years later.
30 years as an officer? As a... Holy shit.
Well.
Well, I mean, as, you know, an LEO.
Maybe like 33.
Damn.
That's not including
62.
his tenure as a Marine as well.
Yeah, 6 years in the Marine
definitely,
Corps.
yeah, I definitely caught that from you. I was telling...
Oh, you was in the Marines?
No. I just...
Oh.
I have military
You hear that?
family.
That's the most excited I've ever
Yeah.
heard him since I've met him.
He was in the Marines.
He was, yeah, I was going to say...
He was in the... man, I fuck with him.
Yeah, I was
He's got that
telling
dog in him, too.
Cassidy here that he had some good ideas. We were talking over there, and I liked what he was saying, so... You know, just keeping disciplinary stuff, uniform, etc. Completely agree with him. I think you guys should hear him out.
Thank you for the recommendation, Officer Romano. Okay. Do you have any more questions for her? I don't know if you asked any when I stepped away.
I did. We chit chatted a little bit. No, I think I got everything.
All
I
right.
got nothing else for you either.
All right, I'll let you guys get back to it.
Easiest no of my life.
Oh.
Have a good day.
Sir, yes, sir.
Send how many are there?
2 more, sir. 2 more.
Who's the ugly one?
Dex?
Oh. God. Look at just the way he walks. Just the way he walks.
Dex, you're up.
Look how he's
like
walking.
bouncing on a stick.
Like Pinocchio from Shrek.
Hello, captains.
Howdy.
Hello. Hold on, do that again. Oh yeah, yep. Writing that down.
I'll start it off. Why do you want to be an NCO?
I want to be an NCO. I believe that I'm good with the other officers, and I want the opportunity to showcase my leadership ability, which I believe I can rally people around me fairly well and keep everyone in line. And I think having the ability, not that I don't already do it currently, but having the ability to showcase my skills not only an officer, but as a leader is something that I very much value.
Do you instill fear in your subordinates?
I don't believe fear is always the correct approach when it comes to your coworkers. I think it will get a result done, but it's not going to be the long-term result that you're achieving. I believe having that stern but effective approach is much better than fear.
Okay. Captain Cassidy tells you you're a corporal, right? Hey. Actually, no. There's an NCO meeting, and you're just there with like 2 other corporals, 3 other corporals, whatever. She said, hey, Corporal Shithead, go over to Officer McScruff, okay? And say, this officer was bitching us about something, or he came straight to me. He skipped right over your head. Go handle that. And the corporal says, ma'am, yes, ma'am, I'm on the way. I'm gonna go get him. So they pull that officer aside, right? And then they take him into an office, and you're walking by, and you overhear the very beginning of the conversation, and the corporal says, hey, buddy, look, Captain didn't like that you went over my head to her, okay? You don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. That's, I don't want to do this, but, you know, you leave me no choice. What do?
Well, first things first, you said I'm a corporal, correct?
You're a corporal just as well as the other NCO, yes.
First thing I do is make my way into that conversation, not in a butt my way in, but I kind of make sure that I'm there, and then find the opportunity to speak with that corporal to the side. You never want to call somebody out in public. It only creates more disdain for not only yourself but others, especially under a subordinate as well. It would not be a good look to reprimand another corporal in front of an officer. But I would have to have a stern conversation with him because it makes the chain of command look bad, 1, but 2, it also paints the captain in a bad light as well, and that's not something we want to do. It also shows that you don't want to do your job, in my opinion. That's part of the job. When you come here for an interview, when you take up that position as corporal or sergeant or anything like that, you understand that you're going to have to strike people sometimes or discipline them, and that's just part of the job, and you have to be okay with that. So the fact that he isn't okay with that, I say, speaks more grounds than not.
How are you with managing conflict? Well, let me rephrase that. How are you during conflict yourself? How do you?
I'm sorry.
How do you manage that? Are you good with conflict, or do you not like conflict? You avoid it. You shy away from it. Not physical violence, but conflict between other officers and yourself.
I just think it's part of the job, right? There's going to be conflict between even normal officers, between myself. I've never been one to shy away from it because how are you supposed to grow? How are you supposed to improve? Those are our brothers. Those are our sisters. And I think conflict is natural. We spend hours on these streets together. It's only inevitable, really, to think about it. So I don't think I'm bad with conflict. I think I will approach it head on and just make sure that we're all on the same page because at the end of the day, we're here to keep the city safe.
Captain Cassidy.
What do you think makes a good NCO?
I think a good NCO is somebody that knows the force, can walk up to any of the officers and say, "Hey, so and so, how are you doing today? How was your shift yesterday? I know you had a tough case." I think a good NCO is somebody that's firm but fair, somebody that has empathy, which I believe we all should have, but sometimes we get jaded with the force. I think it's only natural. But somebody that's going to do what needs to get done, even though they might not want to do it. And what I mean by that is, goes back to your question earlier. They're not going to say it out loud, but man, I really don't want to write this person up. Maybe I just give them a warning instead of giving them a strike, even though the strike's the right thing. But making sure that even though they know that, they're still going to issue that strike or disciplinary report on the officer. And just somebody that's willing to always learn. I think being willing to learn is the most important skill anybody can have. As soon as you stop wanting to learn, I think that's where the problem lies for a lot of people.
Do you believe people are coachable?
I think everybody's coachable to some degree if they're willing and wanting, I think is a good way to word it. It just becomes as soon as you start thinking I got promoted to NCO, I'm above everybody, and I think that's where the problem really showcases itself.
You think NCO should be personal therapists to the force?
I wouldn't necessarily say personal therapist, but it is our job as a NCO officer to hear the complaints and our frustrations of our lower officers. It shows that sense of empathy. I think therapist is somebody that went to school for a lot of years and is a professional at it. I think having a therapist on standby or even having a therapist inside the force would be a phenomenal idea, actually. But I think that we are supposed to be and be an ear for our other officers. It shows that sense of we're not above them. We are, but we're still equal. We're still going to be here and support each other through the hardest times because we respond to some grim scenes. I mean, you were there yesterday, Captain, that dead body we found. That's tough. That's going to hurt a lot of people, and everyone responds to that differently. So yeah, I do think we should at least have an ear for our individuals and our other officers.
Yeah, that was it for me.
What would you say your 3 biggest strengths are that would assist you in being the best NCO you could possibly be?
Did I forget to pause it? I did.
I'll start out with my personality. I think I have the ability to have people gravitate.
And then we got the
towards me in a
$25
good
dono.
way, right? I think people want to be around. I think people enjoy my presence. And now that could be maybe the niceness or things in that nature, but I'm also firm when it needs to be, right? There's been multiple times in a situation where you need to take control of the scene and be firm, and people might not like that. You say, make sure you're doing X, Y, and Z, and you're always being on top of it. So not only do I think
Yeah, I left it running overnight. The last day,
want to
sorry,
be
my bad.
and enjoy their time, but I'm also firm, fair, and to back that up, I believe my leadership as well. I think I'm not one to shy away from responsibilities. Even though I might not be good at it, I'm still going to take a stride and go 110% to learn it. For example, court. I'm not the best at court, but it's something I've been trying to learn. I've been talking with judges, I've been talking with other lawyers, just trying to learn more of the procedures and things in that nature, and that would shine through with showing that I'm not above learning, showing that I'm always wanting to learn and be a leader for not only myself, but the others around me.
That's the first answer you've given me that actually sounded really, really good. Took me back.
Thank you, sir.
Realizing your own weaknesses and trying to improve on them is something most people don't do because they're not humble enough to do it. So good on you. All right. I got no other questions for you. Send that asshole over here, please, and thank you.
10-4. Thank you so much, Captain.
Yep. That last one, really surprised. Like me, was like, oh, my leadership, my personality, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, whatever.
He turned
whatever.
to knowing to probably train instead of give.
Yeah. But the last answer was like, I realize I'm not like good at court, and I've been trying to actually make myself, do it so I'm better, which is a really good answer.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
That one.
We'll talk after, sir.
That one did take me aback for a second. I was like, wow, it's actually really good. Because the rest of it was just like filler,
Yeah. Hey, Howdy. What's your name?
Hello, ma'am. Jackson Lewis, ma'am.
Jackson Lewis. All right, Jackson Lewis.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you?
Let's start off this right. Why would you like to be an NCO here?
I would like to be an NCO here because I feel like I bring good qualities to the PD, and not just from like a policing standpoint,
Hey, Micah.
but from a leadership standpoint. Prior military guy, I was an NCO in the military, so having consistency, accountability, those types of traits are super important to being functional and efficient. Not everybody's perfect, and having accountability and leading by example. If I mess something up and I take accountability of it, it shows everybody that that's important. Leading from the front, I guess there's a difference between being a leader and a boss. A boss will stand there and tell you what to do. A leader will be there with you doing it.
Captain Anderson, you have a question?
I'm still thinking.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll do a hypothetical. Following it up, do the same one so it's consistent. All right. You have Captain Anderson here, tells one of your fellow NCOs who is a corporal, you are also a corporal at the time in this hypothetical, says, hey, Corporal Smith, I need you to go talk to Officer Sonny Prince. He jumped the chain of command. He went straight to the chief when there was 2 corporals, a sergeant, 3 captains. Everybody came straight to the chief about some kind of bullshit complaint that didn't even mean anything anyways, and it was a waste of the chief's time while the chief was on the phone with the DOJ trying to figure something out. So I need you to go take care of that. The corporal says, yes, sir. I'll go take care of that right now. And as you're walking past the office that they're in, you hear your fellow NCO say to Sonny, hey man, look, Captain told me I had to come in here and do this disciplinary stuff. I know, we're cool. We go back. We're all cool. Everything's good. You're not really in trouble, anything like that. And just starts kind of, leaning into that way of doing things. What do you do?
I would probably stand by until their conversation is over. At that time, I would tell whoever was disciplined to stand by that I wanted to talk to them. And then I would ask to talk to that corporal and essentially address the undermining that's taking place. There's really not any room for it. So I would address that with the NCO, basically saying, hey, there's a hierarchy and a chain of command for a reason. And if you're given an order to do something, you need to take accountability of that and not pass the buck to somebody else. Because at the end of the day, if you break an SOP or you need to be disciplined, there's a reason for it. It's not because so-and-so told me to go do this. And at that point, after I had that conversation and kind of checked that with the other NCO, I would go to the officer who was disciplined and have that conversation of like, hey, look, the reason you got that was because you fucked up, period. It's not because Chief said to do it or Captain Anderson said to do it or anything else. It's because you fucked up, and that's the end of it. Obviously, in a probably a little more tactful of a way, but, the undermining, there's no place for it. It just breeds toxicity.
Either one of you have another question yet?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What's something you'd push back on if command suggested it?
Ooh. That's a good question.
I think the only thing you really have any grounds to push back on, or if it's out of the SOP and there's no clear guideline for it, and by pushback, I think it depends on what the situation is. I mean, if you're being directed to do something that's unlawful, you're entrusted to hold up the law. So, regardless of chain of command, if you're being told to break the law by a superior, then you need to push back and uphold your oath to the badge. Beyond that, I think it's just a sidebar conversation to maybe seek understanding. If it's maybe something I don't understand or maybe people don't agree with, it's up to the NCOs to go get that understanding so that message can be conveyed down.
Do you believe NCOs are simply just therapists to the subordinates?
No, ma'am. I think NCOs, you have to have empathy and compassion, but you also have, there's a line between business and pleasure, for lack of a better word. But you have to. I think what makes a leader really good is understanding how certain people respond. Right? Not everybody is going to respond to being disciplined a certain way. So understanding your personnel, how they respond to certain situations. Like, I can be more firm with this person, or maybe I need to be not as direct because maybe somebody's feelings are going to get hurt. And then again, I don't care about hurting feelings, but to build that rapport with people, to understand what makes them operate highly efficiently,
Oh yeah,
and
he's
what type of
definitely had NCO
environment that
training.
is. I mean, that makes you a good leader to understand that. As far as being therapists, I don't believe it's our job, but it's also our job to ensure our personnel are okay mentally, physically, inside and outside of work.
Any more?
I have another question.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
How do you respond to an officer who keeps making the same mistake?
Well, I think we use the policy that's in place, right? I think depending on what the severity of it is, I mean, maybe the first time you can have a conversation. If it deems, a strike, I think you follow the policy, right? If you're deserving, if you do something that breaks SOP and it's in direct violation and you need a strike, then you get a strike. But that doesn't mean I just strike you and that's the end of it and tell you, hey, don't fuck up again. It's, we have that come to Jesus moment where, it's like, hey, you fucked up. You're getting struck for this, or that. And then we have a conversation like, hey, what happened and why did that happen? Like, what can we do to better prepare you or give you better tools to not be in that situation? So when you're in that situation again, you can respond properly versus making the mistake. I think you have to be firm but fair, right? You have to enforce discipline when it's required, but you also need to take it as a coaching moment as well.
I believe the initial question was that it had gone on over and over and over.
Yeah, if it's consistent, and I don't know, I mean, if it's attitude or performance based, I think there's a difference in some of that stuff. But yeah, if it's a constant fuck up or the same thing over and over after they've been warned, and I mean, you just fire them.
What would you say your personal 3 greatest strengths are to you being an NCO that you would bring to the table?
I think integrity is probably the number one. Integrity. I mean, I'm firm and fair. I mean, being firm but fair also. That's a good question.
Take your time to think it over. Your personal 3 greatest strengths that you would bring to the table if you were moved to an NCO position. You personally.
Yeah, I would say integrity, honor, and yeah, I don't know if I have a third. I'll be honest. At least not to the top of my not to the front of my head right away.
Damn. I really fucked you with that question.
Yeah, I mean that was a good one. I mean I
Makes
just
you think.
I don't feel like I have a great answer for that besides for the 2.
Captain Cassidy, you got another one?
No, I think I'm good.
All right.
I can't ask my last question. Or...
Oh yeah, I didn't know you had one.
What does mentorship actually look like? Like for you, mentorship day to day.
Sure, I think mentorship is giving somebody enough leash to, proverbially, hang themselves, but you also provide that top cover that, it's not going to be severe or hurt them professionally. I mean, you have to give people room to grow and teach them and bring them along, but you also have to give them the freedom to build confidence in their ability to do the work. But again, like, you need to provide that top cover to where when that does happen and mistakes are made, it's not catastrophic to where it's going to impact them professionally. It's just more of a teaching moment. So I would say mentorship is, guiding somebody, teaching them, giving them the confidence to do it, but also providing that umbrella over top of them to where, they're not going to get shit on.
I think that were all my questions.
Same here. All right, Officer Lewis, we appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you, ma'am, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Well,
He's clearly experienced NCO.
yeah, he is.
I have ease in which he answered it was just like, oh yeah, it's this. You could tell.
Me and him are literally cut from the same cloth. So I have no input on this, and I can't. So that's y'all. I've got on the list, we have Tinker, Romano, Dax Vane, Jackson Lewis. Did we have a 5th, or was it just those 4?
We kicked Sonny out.
Yeah, we did.
What did he do?
He was being a
Bitching and
bitch.
moaning.
Oh, well.
He can bitch and moan all the way into the cadet line if he wants. I don't give a shit. Dex, I don't think is immediately ready. I think that's someone that could possibly be molded, though, because he saved it with that last answer. I can work with somebody who's humble enough to know what he's not good at. But I think that he would take the 2 buddy-buddy approach, the therapist approach, where he would just, like, let them bitch and whine and moan and possibly not find a way to give them the redirection that they need to make it better.
I kind of would have liked to hear him scream at like a chair or something.
Just make them all discipline a chair?
Yep, that's what we did in EU. We made Oliver scream at the table, and then he had to go and discipline a park ranger, and we made a whole scene. It was pretty good. And he got bitched by a ranger, and then he went and snitched to the ranger's boss. And I don't even remember. It was a good scene.
All right. Sorry, I was thinking about something. What did I miss?
I was just saying I would like to see that Dax Vane guy. I would have liked to see him like scream at the chair or something to see that he has some bite to him.
Yeah, I basically said that Dax Vane is a no for now for me, but I think that's somebody that we could mold that might do well with something a bit more structured and guiding into that role. My concern with him in the long run is being the two buddy NCO. He doesn't want to be the bad guy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got from my personality. People want to be around me, kind of thing.
Because it's good to be approachable, but you got to know when to buy. You have to.
Yeah, yeah. That leaves Tinker, Romano, and Jackson Lewis.
Tinker's answer for the discipline was a bit extreme, straight determination.
What was
And
the
he struggled
scenario?
with articulation when we asked him to explain things, but I also know that he categorically does not test well. We'd have to just
No, he
witness his
doesn't.
stuff in the field.
What was the scenario where he went straight to termination?
What was it, an officer?
An officer ran. There was a police-involved accident where an officer T-boned someone. Supervisor was called to the scene. He shows up at the scene, interviews the person that was hit, and they say, yeah, the officer said it was an accident. He didn't see me, whatever. Then he goes and talks to the officer, and the officer said, yeah, I did that shit on purpose, but I told the guy that I lied. I lied to the guy and said it was an accident.
He said he would terminate him.
That situation literally happened to me yesterday.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was James Taylor.
Oh my God.
I was gonna lie. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I'm looking at Tinker's answer as pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. But he like lied to the person, so I documented it down. But I kind of read between the lines because he tapped his car. He didn't like straight slam him, right? James Taylor just kind of pushed his car and said that he didn't see him. But I told Taylor, if you ever fucking lie to somebody like that again and that shit goes to court, I will absolutely cut you out of here. Don't do that. So, it's a little different than the way I phrased it, but the way that I did phrase it to Tinker, I'm not really surprised that he said he would terminate him, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call Vinny and see what he wants.
Well, hold on now. We ain't done. We got Tinker, Romano, and Lewis. So let's put Tinker at, now we don't have to, make any decisions or anything like that. But what we could do is we could move. So the ones that are like,
I think they
maybe we do like move it to a senior, right? And just kind of let them
Potentially.
sit on that and cook.
Well,
and
or
see
what
if they
we could
take-
do is we can make this a really fun thing, right? They
Mhm.
pass the interviews, and then if we think that they're going to be a senior, we can put a senior, whatever. But then we can put them through like either several courses or like tests, like make them scream at a chair, or then shadow them out in the field.
I love doing that. That's what I did with
Cap-
my old NCO course. I had them like yell at the wall.
Captain Lane's NCO course. They have to pass and get a diploma.
Yeah, I literally had they'd get a little diploma when they passed. They would yell at the wall. Which, I mean, not every NCO needs to be, somebody that can scream at somebody, but it's a really useful tool to have. That's why I asked him about instilling fear. Like, you do need to have an intimidation factor, regardless of what there needs to be. Like, shit, that's the fucking corporal.
But
That's
you
the
are
sergeant.
right. But if Dex struggles with the authority and the conflict side of things, I think senior would be perfect for him because that makes him approachable to guide people in the right direction before they even have to get to a corporal.
There you go.
He doesn't have to worry about discipline, but he can do that yap thing, still remain friends for people. What do you think, Eric, Captain Anderson?
Hello.
I wasn't part of his full interview, but
what's going on?
I liked the answers I heard, but I agree with you that probably not, corporal or sergeant.
Somebody does.
Yeah, we need people with teeth for sergeant. It's not just like hard asses, but people that are willing to do what's right, not what's good and nice, but what is right.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, I'll start Operation Cleanup here in the next 10 minutes. You should get 1 million calls. All right, I'll call you. I will. I'll call you back and see if you're actually making sure you're actually getting the calls as well. But let me get out of this meeting and then I'll do it. Okay. All right.
Does Toe need people? That what's happening? They need toes?
Well, they're not. Well, we need officers to call them in. but I don't know if they are.
4-2 dispatch.
Operation Clean Streets is in effect.
Operation
Any and
Clean
all illegal
Streets is
cars.
in effect. Any and all legal parked cars, make sure that we are marking them from tow. Try to get some work done for these people out on the streets, yeah?
10-4.
10-4.
Search it out in between calls. I'll be back 10-6 off radio. Call me direct if need.
So what are we thinking for 10?
Good question.
Leave him a senior.
I'm not really sure. I think he's going to struggle the most with articulation in the moment. But also, again, he doesn't test well. I think we're going to have to probably see what he does out on the street rather than base it off this interview.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he deserves a chance, but I wouldn't move him straight to corporal.
Yeah, we don't
At
even
all.
have to talk about like ranks right now. Just move him to the next course.
Yeah.
Like, put him through the same test we're going to do with everyone else.
Okay, Romano.
Does she have a history of abandonment? This is my first time meeting her.
No, it was just a hypothetical question.
Okay. I liked her answers.
It just seems like the type, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, kind of like fair weather. But I have seen her on the streets. I've been paying attention to the comms. I'll go by scenes and everything like that. She does take lead. She does step up. Even when people start slipping up on comms, she steps in. I think she does have the teeth that's needed. We could put her to the next side. Yeah, she does.
Okay. All right.
Jackson Lewis is a definite for me. He's clearly experienced, and I think that is something that people could look towards. What do you think, Captain Anderson?
Yeah, I like this answer.
I think where he's going to struggle, though, and it's the same type of struggle often that I see in a lot of the enlisted, formerly so, and with all due respect, of course, to our veterans, is when he's going to be able to read that room. Is he going to be able to walk that line and say, like, maybe this wasn't as much of a big deal as it was?
Well, to that point, well, I guess
There's got to be some level, right? Because you don't want to end up ruining an officer's life over something that wasn't that deep, you know? Is he going to struggle with that?
Yeah.
I think he would be less likely so, but
All right. So we'll move all but Dax.
yeah, I think Dax was a solid for a senior for now, and then probably work on mentorship or maybe even form an NCO academy of some sort. I think he'd be a good run through on that, but his struggle to be the cool guy is probably what's going to hold him back.
I wonder if we could do it like where we run them through it, and based on how they come out of the academy, like the honor graduate would be like the corporal, and then the other two that graduate out of it would be senior officers, or sergeant and two corporals or something like that. You know what I mean? Like the best student that comes out with the best performance takes the lead over the other two, right? To slowly build that that core group of initial NCOs, and then we build from there on top of that.
I think that would be a good approach, actually. Put him in through the test like everybody else. He might surprise us. If I'm going to give other people that same chance, I think we should give it to him. But I do think that's going to be his struggle.
But you want to put him in there with the other three?
Yeah, let's see how he screams at a chair.
Okay.
People might surprise us. Maybe they just interview wrong or test wrong, you know?
All right, cool. Well, I guess we're meeting adjourned and we can get on the road.
All right.
Cool.
I did discipline Sonny and Dax recently.
Where?
They stated, so they tried to hide
Where's
from me
the
at first.
disciplinaries at?
I'm not entirely sure. I think you gotta create a file.
I
and
created
stuff. I didn't write
one,
it
yeah.
down just because it was more of a lesson than anything else. Because they stated
I'm writing
that they did
I write everything down just cause.
Oh, this one was more of like I was fucking with them type disciplinary, but
Oh, okay.
They were trying to hide that they did a sting operation without approval from command or CID. And so to teach them a lesson on the trying to hide it from me, because they tried to hide it from me once I started noticing how nervous they were, and I started grilling the shit out of them. Like religious, I leaned up like an inch away from their face and said, "Are you fucking lying to me right now?" Got all up in their face. And then they admitted it, and so then I assigned them to the armory to catalog every single thing in there and filed it in a report and had it on my desk by the start of morning.
Oh my God. I just had a thought.
Huh.
There's been almost nobody I've ever been able to think could take the role of the NCO lead of the staff NCO ever.
Until now.
Until now. Yeah. Until now.
Yeah.
Man.
I would
that's
agree,
gonna be
actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
That
We'll see how he performs,
but the answers, yeah, of course. The answers and the way that it was speaking would be perfect for them to eventually take over this process.
Yeah, absolutely. And you could, it wasn't just the answers, it was the ease in which he slipped into it, where it was just secondhand knowledge. He lived and breathed, he knows it in and out
The
of what it's supposed to
articulation.
be. Yeah. And you need to have that good articulation if you take a top spot like that in the first place, because not everyone's going to understand what you're saying, and they'll misunderstand. But if you can help them through that, then you got them. I think he can do that. He really did interview very well.
Why can't I add tech to?
I don't know. I can't go on radio. It says
Yeah, I can't either.
that I'm offline.
I switched to it. Oh, it's, huh.
Uh-oh.
Are all the radios dead, or?
Hold on. 402 radio check?
It's all.
No. It's just,
boy.
MDT dispatch. Speaking of dispatch, while I got you two here, what do we think about, holding interviews for dispatchers to see if somebody wants to start up a dispatch department? Because it's completely, but we are within our control to do this. They could dispatch is very real. It could be done.
Yeah, I would love to have it. But it would need to be a consistent thing.
8420
Because we talked about that.
Me and Chief Knox talked with the game warden.
Can I
about
fuel it somehow?
Heard Uwe Cafe might be open for something.
Hold on, I have to go. Can I throw my radio out?
I would know.
There. Thank you.
Yeah, the
I couldn't
cowboy
go
would
off the radio.
never.
Because it was the game warden, I think, who proposed it. Because apparently they have people, or not actually cops, but that are at the ranger station like all the time. Because we're talking about, having to move people to tax.
Yeah, it just takes the stuff off our plate to deal with that, and then it stops the ping chasing, I think, as well, because then they'll just be assigned the call.
Yeah.
Which is a rising trend, by the way. A few officers have approached me that when they're doing like a 38 or another call, people will leave that call and backing him up to go to the 80 or the more exciting call, like immediately. Instead of reporting the scene lead and asking for permission to leave the scene, they just leave the scene and go to the more interesting call, and I think dispatch would prevent that on a certain level.
The reason it came up about the dispatchers is, when chases go into the county or chases go into the city, that if you're a solo patrol, it's hard to switch tags to let departments know, then you could just call out to dispatch, 400 dispatch, move me TAC 1 or something.
Yeah, that would be good. Okay.
Just makes it a lot easier. So I don't know if we want to do something in conjunction with the Rangers to have like one central dispatch, so we don't have one LSPD and one Rangers, or.
I'd imagine we'd have a northern dispatch and a southern dispatch, and they'd be able to meet with each other.
Yeah, they definitely wouldn't be able to balance the two at all.
Yeah. So, it seems like there's a whole slew of life up north. So I think a north dispatch and a southern dispatch. But we could have like one dispatch director, and then they just assign people to north and south on that day. That could be something that's done. But I say we open up interviews and we see who could build it. We give it to the person that can build it and write the SOPs and take a lot of that work off our hands, because we have to focus on PD, right? We can't focus on dispatch.
I know the chief was interested in it, so it's definitely something that's could help.
Okay, fuck it. I'll just open up interviews for it. Whatever. I think that's it. Anything else from you two? That you've seen on the
Hell
streets?
no, I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
All right.
Yeah, you take that, run with it. I'll start building a new course, and I guess we'll give them their answers of how they did. Essentially, I don't know. I don't want to just take them all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest. I don't have any confidence in Dax.
I don't either.
I feel like it's just a waste of my time.
Okay, then we can do. We can put them to senior.
I'm waiting
I
a
wouldn't
little
mind
more.
doing that.
Probably do it when we do the rest of the ones, though, because I feel like with someone sees someone get a promotion right after a interview, that might spark some shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting. At least for EU, I'm waiting like until the end of the week. I'm holding interviews for all week, and then after that, then.
How many have you got?
I've interviewed 4, I think.
Any of them any good?
I'm interested in Ernie. Actually, his
Ernie?
answers were really good. Yeah, his answers were really good. Both me and Nox loved his answers.
His answers can be